Want to take a quiz, and then we'll start here with the door, which is on the outside of the door is the number of the room and the emergency dietary storage area. Okay, so the first question is, where is the disaster room? And that's where it is. So the key is key number 417. Administration has a key, the charge nurses have a key, dietary and maintenance have a key, because this door is always locked. So if you had a disaster, you'd need to be able to find someone with a key. Okay? So then we'll come in here. And the next question says, inside the disaster room, where will you find the menu, utensils, gloves, and hairnets? So we have a disaster cart, and it's right here. And we've labeled it so that things don't get removed from the cart. And then the menu is taped on the cart just for ease of finding. And then in the cart, we have the scoops. We have your thermometer, a can opener, gloves, hairnets, and then some chopping in case you have to puree something, and some alcohol swabs. And then if you take a look at the binder, inside the binder here, and you'll have to look over this way, it has the menu also. It has an inventory, and then it has the menu by day. And the reason this is important for you guys to know is that it has how to prepare the items for the day, and your scoop sizes and portion sizes. Okay? So, in this book also is the key to the barbecue. So the barbecue is located behind the laundry room, and it looks like that. And then there's a padlock, and here's the key to the padlock, and then instructions on how to use the barbecue. Because when you have a disaster menu and a plan, you're really planning to not have a way to heat the food inside the facility. And then on here is a picture of the diets and the patients. So if you needed to know if somebody was a puree and if they had any food allergies, you would look at this. We're also going to have another copy of it put in this binder for you guys to know. So then this reason that this is on a cart is you might have to take this out to the barbecue. So you'd be able to wheel the whole thing right out to the barbecue. All right, so then question number 3 is, what is the amount of food this facility prepares for? And you prepare here for 200. So this is highlighted for you guys. And the reason you're having this in-service is because real often the disasters happen like really early in the morning or late at night, and dietary is not always here. So you guys might have to do breakfast, or you might have to do dinner or something like that. So that's why we have it like that. So let's go over to the cabinets, because the next question says, what if you do not have an item for a particular day on the menu? So the cabinets are all labeled, day 1, day 2, day 3, and day 4, because you have a 4-day cycle menu. And then on each cabinet is a menu at a glance, so that like when there's a disaster, things are not as normal as this. And going to a binder sometimes can be hard for you. So here, it's got a menu at a glance. It tells you if something's located in the kitchen, and if it's in the kitchen and you can't access the kitchen because it's damaged, you would just have to substitute the bread with some crackers. And so it gives you each item. So if you open the cupboard then, in each cupboard what we've done is we put some paper towels and napkins. Each area has some forks and spoons and knives. It has plates. It has these foil pans that you can either mix like your tuna salad for the day, or you can take it to the barbecue, so you can use it either way. And then the powdered milk for all days is in this cupboard. The thing is though, on this menu at a glance, if you can access the kitchen, it's better to use the milk from the kitchen refrigerator and not have to worry about doing that. So on each cupboard for each day, breakfast is on the top, and then on the bottom is your lunch and dinner. So you would know that you have this and that. And then it says, one of the questions says, like, what if you open the cupboard and there weren't any cornflakes in this cupboard, and it says it's cornflakes? You would just go to the next day, because your menu is the nutrient analysis is done for the week, not the day. So you're safe to just go like, okay, this doesn't even have any cereal in it. I'm gonna go to day 2 and just start with day 2 and forget about day 1. That way people don't get so stressed out worrying about, you know, having what they need to have. Just go to the next day. And per your policy, which is here, I have it here, the state requires a 7-day. JCO requires 4. So you have excess food here to make up for the whole 7 days. So by the time the 4 days, there should be someone from dietary here that can make a menu based on the stuff that's here. So you'll be okay with that. And then it says, number 6 is where's the barbecue, and we went over that. Another real important thing for you guys to know is if you don't have a way to heat it, you can't get to the barbecue, the building's been damaged, all of this food is designed to be served cold. So it's not gonna taste as great cold, but it's not gonna hurt anybody. So let's say you can't heat the sloppy joes, it's just gonna be cold. So it's not gonna hurt anything. And then every cabinet has your pans, and it has some foil and some saran wrap and things like that. So do you have any questions?
How often are they going to rotate that list of children's
Well,
dietary needs?
what we're going to do is there is a means to pull it off of the computer weekly or anytime a diet changes. So what Rosetta's going to do with the help of Bob is access it in the computer, make a copy, and replace it into that binder anytime a diet changes, or because she knows when a diet changes, or and it'll be put in that book. So it won't always be that picture because that's not totally clear to people. So it'll be there, but there's a way to pull it up on the computer, and he's working with Mary Jane and Rosetta on that.
And that barbecue, is it propane? Or?
It is propane.
And then do we store the propane tanks somewhere else?
You know what? Maintenance is working on that. They're going to be stored with the barbecue. There's no reason they can't. The only time you can't do that is if the barbecue's inside the facility. It's too dangerous. But since it's outside, they can store it with the barbecue.
Okay, great. I think that's it.
Great. Thank you so much.